ここは侵食されてない。
落ち着いて。怖がってるだけだから。怖くない。怖くないよ。大丈夫？すごい血。早く手当てしないと。
ありがとう。
大丈夫か？子供を噛むなんて許せねえ。ただ殺してやる。
僕は固定機って言います。君は？
私はひなこ。清水ひなこ。
私は覚えてさえいなかったのにな。
It was kind of like Hinako saved it, because Hinako was comforting the fox and then the adults were all like, hey, let's kill this fox. So I could see why the fox would maybe feel grateful to her. Old medical record. Notes. While the request for emergency transport was being made, I was left alone in the examination room with the patient. During this time, he briefly regained consciousness. When I rushed over and began calling his name, he responded, Kotoyuki. So, that is my name? Is he being possessed? It is not uncommon for patients with high fevers to experience disorientation. However, this young boy did not show any signs of distress. He remained expressionless, his face like an unmoving mask. His eyes were blank and glassy, not unlike those of a doll. At the very least, I did not note any of the usual symptoms of fever-induced disorientation. Immediately after, he again lost consciousness, as I did not accompany him. I do not know the details of what happened at the prefectural hospital. Although such an episode can likely be attributed to a temporary disturbance in the patient's memory, as a long-practicing physician of Ebisugaoka, I cannot help but be reminded of that local phenomenon, the fox possession. Yeah, this doctor is thinking the same thing as me. Revenge. On the 21st, 13 Ebisugaoka residents were brutally killed in broad daylight. The police department has yet to find the killer. Oh, from the 1880s? This was a truly horrible incident. Police investigations pulled up nothing, and construction on a large-scale dam began soon after, drawing a whole new workforce to Ebisugaoka that rapidly developed the town. Before long, everyone had forgotten about the mass murder. I, however, have not forgotten. There is something very peculiar about this incident. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man, over 2 meters tall, who had covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned into a kind of armor. It's the tree god. On top of all that, he also wore a gnome mask. He marched around the town, preaching the following. You worship false idols! The foxes lead you astray! Destroy their foul statues! If reverence is not given to the divine tree, then that water dragon shall rise once more to bring calamity upon this land. The man then proceeded to butcher everyone in his path with a katana. Presumably the one that I have right now, huh? I'd wager that the perpetrator was some kind of divine tree faith fanatic. To the followers of the old practices, the transition of faith from the divine tree to the Inari statue is surely seen as an unforgivable act of blasphemy. It's entirely possible that the strange guise he wore was to replicate that giant monk who founded the religion in the Kamakura period. Hotei-sama. According to another eyewitness report, we also know what happened to the man in his final moments. This too unsurprisingly has been made out into some kind of divine happening. A thick fog swept in, and from it appeared a pack of eerily glowing foxes. They circled around the man, surrounding him, and then everything was swallowed by the fog, leaving nothing behind. What juvenile drivel. No, well, we did start worshipping the foxes pretty much, right? So this... They're gonna come back to get us. They're gonna come back. Apologize. If you don't, I will never, ever forgive you. That's the last one. My father had the courage to call up the town's religious group for the embezzlement of local taxes. He died in an accident shortly after, and those crooks claimed it as Inari-sama's divine punishment. I abandoned all faith and became an atheist from that day on. I don't believe in the gods or Buddha or divine punishments or stupid curses. Instead, I turned to research and I began delving into the local history of religion and folklore. My goal was to expose their precious faith for what it really was, a bunch of wild tales crafted to suit their manipulative needs, and ultimately get my revenge. I write this journal like some kind of final message now, due to my steadily deteriorating health. From the beginning of this month, my appetite has drastically decreased. Even after 3 weeks, I still don't get hungry, and any attempts to force down food simply results in vomiting. Wow. 2 days ago, I tried to eat some rice porridge to no avail. I threw it up soon after. More concerning was that there was something moving around in my vomit. It was the larva of a locust! Yesterday, I woke up in a sudden fit of choking coughs. It left an odd squirming and scratchy sensation in my throat and mouth. Turning on the light, I spat out what I had coughed up. It was a grasshopper and a cricket. Surrounding me in my bed, I found another dozen or so insects crawling on the sheets. I had coughed up all these bugs. Inari-sama's curse. I can't go to a doctor. If anyone were to see this, they would immediately claim it as some kind of divine punishment. I woke again in the early hours of the morning, in a painful fit of coughing and countless bugs spewing from my mouth. They come out of me and crawl up in my curtains and scutter across my floor until every inch of my room is covered in a gleaming, writhing carpet. I'm nothing more than skin and bones at this point, yet my head feels bulbous and heavy. Whenever I move it, I can hear a dry chittering inside me. My head is full of them now, or maybe they're eggs. I had a headache that felt like my head was going to split open just moments ago, but it went away like it was nothing. My cough and the insects are getting progressively worse, however. I don't think I'll make it through the night. I refuse to believe this is some kind of divine punishment for questioning the gods, though. Who in their right mind would believe such nonsense? It's hard to not believe when you get this happening right in front of you, though. Like, why? What other reason would there be for insects coming out of your body? And who is that person who doesn't believe in the gods out for revenge? But it sounds like they just died in the end.
私の部屋。
見送りなんていいぜ。じゃあまた明日な、相棒。
あ、相棒。
お前はお前らしいままが一番だ。周りに流されるなんて相棒らしくないぜ。
そうだな。私もそうだと思ってた。
ひなこ？すごい音が聞こえたけど。
気のせいじゃない？全然知らない。
あ、その服どうだった？可愛かったでしょ。
言ったでしょ。私にそんな可愛いの似合うわけないって。だからさ、もうそういう服をもらってくるのやめてよね。恥ずかしいんだからさ。
そうかい？じゃあよそにあげようかね。
うん、それがいいよ。
ひなこにとってもよく似合ってると思ったんだけど。
シュウは悪くない。私が望んだことなんだから。
I wonder how much of that... I don't like wearing dresses either, so I can totally relate to this kind of thing. But I also wonder how much of that is really because Hinako herself doesn't like dresses? Or does she think that dresses are associated with being a girl, being a woman, and therefore that's why she doesn't like it? It's kind of like when girls hate the color pink. Because I feel like there are definitely a lot of us who don't actually hate the color pink, but they hate what the color pink is associated with. Her mom was a little bit more accommodating than I thought, though. She's like, oh, okay, you don't want to wear it? Okay, I'll just give it away. I thought she'd be more like, no, you must wear it. That was nice to see Shu and Hinako during simpler times. Encyclopedia of the Occult Phenomena, Autoscopic Hallucination. A type of visual hallucination caused by brain tumors in which an individual perceives their own image before them, as if they were standing in front of a mirror. Although it is merely a reflection, there have been extremely rare cases in which hallucinations have been reported to possess a will of their own and are able to hold conversations. Yeah, this is what happened to us before. In such instances, the reflection will often state negative opinions about or demonstrate hostile behavior towards the individual. Such apparitions are thought to be projections of negative feelings about the self that have been repressed. This is also known as the doppelganger phenomenon. Doppelgangers they're not inherently negative though, are they? Yeah, because like there's so many things that we think about on a daily basis that maybe we're too scared to voice to ourselves. Of course, a doppelganger of you would know everything about that and try to strike you exactly where it hurts. Mom, can we have crimson water for purification? We have crimson water at home. Oh god, what? Hinako's diary, April 6. My big day is tomorrow. I can't back out. I'm scared. I want to run away. I don't get it. Why is it already here? April 7 is her wedding day. This was one of the big calendar days before, I think. Mom's bag of prescriptions, prescription list, patient Shimizu Kimiye. Take once after each meal and once before bed. Store in a cool and dry place. Tablets? For what? Department of Internal Medicine. 4 times a day? No, it says 4 times a day here. Before bed. Yeah, like once every meal and then before bed. Oh. It's on Dad's side of things. That's interesting. You know how, remember at school, there was that fox sacrifice game that said, Mom has cancer? But it also said Kotoyuki's mom has cancer too. Was cancer that common back in the day? This is like we're being purified too, isn't it? You can see shrines. Shrine lanterns up there. Yeah, it's like we're in that vat of water. Oh god. It's different this time. Easy way to make new puzzles, I guess. I get to be upright. It's a very high-res photo for back in the day, I think. It's already flipped. Thank you. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Omae, 本当に隠し事はしてないんだろうな。
全然知らない。本当に覚えてもなかった。
お父さん、いいじゃありませんか。何の文句があるんです？ひなこ、あんたはどう思ったの？
わかんないよ。全然わかんない。
そうよね。無理もないよ。心を落ち着けてじーっと考えてごらん。心の中のもう一人の自分にじっくりと相談するの。
私嫌だよ。嫌だ。嫌だ。絶対嫌だ。
どうしたの、ひなこ。
だって私お母さんのこと嫌いなんだもん。私お母さんのこと嫌い。お母さんみたいになりたくない。
Whoa, what's going on here? I thought it might have been right after she got told that she had to get married or something, but it sounded like she was having memory problems, headaches and all that. Conflicting parts of herself. The puzzle is, again, a little bit different. The sword and the fox fought, battling upon a set of scales. After a long and vicious fight, the sword was defeated and the fox reigned supreme. Taking the blackbird's right hand, the fox showed her the scales in his other hand. Now you must choose, Blackbird. Have you made a decision? Upon one side of the scale was the fox, and on the other side, nothing. The sword is clearly defeated this time. If I didn't purify it, would it still be defeated? The sword, what was on the backside of the sword? Oh, the black bird. Taking the black bird's right hand. If you take the black bird's right hand, you would have to be on the left, right? The fox showed her the scales in his other hand. So the fox would be like here, and then the scale here, and then because there's no heavens. No. Upon one side of the scales was the fox, and on the other, nothing. Wait, did I flip it backwards? Is it supposed to be like... Well, I was thinking about it from like the fox's point of view, right? If the fox's right hand, it should be our left hand side, but whatever. It's locked. Oh. Interesting.
Hinako! シュウ君から電話だよ。
今いないって言って。
いるって言っちゃったよ。
じゃあ買い物に行ってるとか言っといてよ。
はいはい、わかったよ。
What is that? It's locked. Maybe something for later.
私が見えてるよね。とうとう私の声まで聞こえるようになったんだ。そんなとこに立ってないで入ったら、ちょうど話がしたかったところだから。あなたは誰なの？お願い、死んで。って言ったら、あなたは死んでくれる？どうして私に死んでほしいの？清水ひな子から生まれ変わることができるかもしれない。私以外のものになりたいってこと？どうして私として生きていたくないの？
Do you want to be yourself?
幸せなこと、辛いこと、大切なこと、嫌なこと、全部たくさん考えて絶望したから。もっと前向きな言い方をしよう。ひなのままいつまでも暮らせるわけがない。巣の中でひなのまま親鳥に食べさせてもらって、大好きなお友達といつまでも遊べる日々が永遠に続くわけがない。寒い冬が訪れれば、親鳥たちは巣を捨てて旅立つ。大好きなお友達だって飛び方を覚えた順に旅立っていく。後には誰も残らない。周りの巣はみんな空っぽに。
She's
親鳥たち
convincing.
も友達もみんな旅立っていってしまった。残ったのは自分だけ。やめて。今ある幸せと必ず訪れる孤独な冬をすべて足し算引き算して私なりに考えたの。やめて。嫌なの、怖いの、恐ろしいの。わかるよ。やだよね、怖いよね。 でも一番怖いのはこのまま冬がそんなの分かってる。分からない、分かりたくない、考えたくない。それでいいの？耳を塞いでわめいていることが選択でいいの？それがあんたの選択なら私はあんたに死んでもらう容赦しないからね。嫌ならあんたが生きたいっていう覚悟を見せてよ、決意を見せて。逃げるのではなく耳を塞ぐのではなく、しっかり私を殺してあんたが生き残って、あんたこそ私を殺して私より幸せになれるっていう絶対の約束ができるの。怖いんでしょ本当は。怖いよ。私だってすごく怖い。でも今優しい人だっていつか変わるかもしれない。お父さんでさえ昔は笑ってたって言うんだよ。でも恐怖に怯えることは選択じゃない。目を開けろ。考えるのをやめるな。自分の幸せを誰かに決めさせるんじゃない。清水ひな子、お前はひなだが翼はある。私が勇気を与えるから。だからお前が翼をくれ。
Oh no. Well, that was pleasant. There's my key. Is it really about killing one of the Hinakos, killing the other one off, though? The key to my desk drawer. I vaguely remember putting something very important inside. She was very convincing. But the worries she has, I feel like everybody has these kind of worries growing up. Are things gonna change? Are you still gonna talk to your friends anymore? And what about your parents? They're gonna grow old, even if they're not abusive, whatever. They're gonna leave you someday. It's the constant of change in life. I'm getting the impression the first ending that we got was like outside Hinako, like this one, trying to overpower the shadow one, who is the one that's on board with all the yeah, let's go become Foxy and all that. And then I feel like this one might be the other way around, because she wanted wings from her. And if she gives in, then the Foxy Hinako is gonna get her way. And she was convincing. Not in like a manipulative way, but in just a... From her perspective, it's genuine too. Like she's genuinely thinking those things. Bundle of letters from the drawer. Just kuzu thingy. When I look upon the moon, I cannot help but be reminded of your graceful form. Oh, how blessed I would be if we were gazing at the same moon tonight. Awaiting your answer is nothing short of pure bliss.
Kotoyuki-san.
You remember. I don't know if that was a letter from him to you, or you to him. Either way though, very clearly romantically tinted, right? I think so, yeah. He's writing to each other being like, I look forward to your next letter with bated breath. He's presenting this option that this is viable. Like, hey, being alone is scary. Before people leave you, you find a new thing to be with, find a new thing to do, get married, and then it'll be okay. I don't know about that though, Hinako. I don't know. Do you want to try out the sword here? My Omamori, one of them is taking a lot of stamina. There's an achievement for killing Dad first. Mom is hollowed out from the back. I want to get Dad. She's not throwing me at least. Oh, I could have gone a counter in there. Oh! Oh, you don't have to get Mom. The problem is Dad. You don't have to get Mom. This cutscene's the same though. I think it's so haunting that she looks back at you like that.
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
これでは皆様に愛想をつかされてしまうでしょうか。
Given up on you.
そんなことは私が許しはしない。
That's new.
少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。
Like, you think the rest of the Fox family is not approving of you at the moment?
これは
先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
もう立てます。ありがとうございます。
そうか、気をつけて。行こう。君のために用意した一番大切なものがある。
はい。
Gone as always. Hinako's seeking approval. Apparently. I've never really looked back here, have I? I'm not allowed to look. You don't approve of me? Like I care about your approval. Hey. Right, there's so many doors that are actually for solving the puzzle, but there's this one here with for the brooch. The last one. Letter from a determined youth. I finally found a reason to apply myself when it comes to studying, extracurriculars, and etiquette. I must become the perfect match for Hinako. Wanting to make Hinako my wife is the same thing as wanting to make her the happiest girl in the world anyway. Oh. It's been a while since I've left Ebisugaoka. Even so, I can remember her face as if it were only yesterday. I see you every time I close my eyes, so I have nothing to be afraid of. I can handle whatever comes my way. Kotoyuki? That actually sounds not bad, like wanting to improve yourself for someone you love. Except the reason why you love her is because she saved you from a fox bite many years ago. Is kinda. Letter with a pressed flower. There used to be nothing I hated more in the world than being forced to live as a proper girl. But when I think of you, I start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, there was a reason I was born a girl. I hope these feelings will reach you, like dandelion seeds carried in the wind. Didn't we have a previous letter? Like one of the first letters we found was something like, oh, thank you for the flowers. So maybe it's talking about this one then. Hinako is still stuck in 1960s thinking. You don't have to be a girl to be with Kotoyuki. I'm just saying. But look though, they... Diary of a Determined Boy. Mom always says that I'm not like everyone else, that I'm special. But I just want to play Beigoma tops with the other kids. I want to eat the same snacks from the candy store as everyone else. I can only play with the other kids when I'm at school, walking home, or when mom's out. That's only a few minutes every day. Why me? Why is it just me who needs to study this hard? Mom says I can do whatever I want when I'm older. But I want to play with Beigoma tops. I want to eat senbei. Why is it just me? I'm tired of this. I want to play with everyone. I want to try kick the can and hide and seek and Space Wars. But mom says that I can only be heir if I have self-control. Well, when I become heir, I can do whatever I want. And I'll get everything I want. Yeah, Kotoyuki does end up becoming the head of the family, and he, even if people, whoever's left of the family, object to him marrying Hinako, he's still gonna do it. A reason why Kotoyuki might like Hinako is that she doesn't treat him like he's some heir. Like she treats him like any other kid in the park. Which is kinda like how Shu treats Hinako too. Like they see each other just for people, as the people that they are and not the ranks and the gender role that they're forced into. Mandate of the clan. A living sacrifice shall be offered every 8 years, for nothing can quell the wrath which dwells in the waters deep. She shall be a maiden, fair and pure of heart, and the blood which flows through her veins shall be that which has been blessed by the stars and is beloved by fate. Let it be known that only the most suitable sacrifice shall quench the being's vicious thirst. The duty of finding such a sacrifice shall fall upon the head of this house. Kotoyuki himself? He likes Hinako. But as the head of the house, it might also align with him needing to find some sort of a sacrifice, some maiden. Kotoyuki's situation and Hinako's situation actually mirror each other quite a bit then. If I'm understanding correctly here. Because Hinako, let's say Hinako actually likes Kotoyuki a bit, and she ends up getting into an arranged marriage with him. And we talked about how Hinako wouldn't like it anyway because It's arranged. They shouldn't get a choice in it, even if she does like him. And then Kotoyuki. Kotoyuki likes Hinako, but he might also have an alternative reason to marry her. Sacrifice of maidens and all that. Ooh, it's actually getting kind of complicated. Yeah, I think we could have found this one on the first playthrough, but I missed it because there were so many doors here. Huh. And then what about the part with the fox possession then? Celebrate once and for all. May you live happily ever after. May we all thrive for eternity. I don't know about that, Hinako. The words are the same, I think.
Junko-san.
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
This time, Shadow Hinako is working a lot harder to try to convince
では、
normal Hinako to die.
お姉ちゃん。
まだ生きてるのね。
Yeah.
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって。
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。そんな甘えは許さない。殺せ。必ず。
もう少し外していた方がいいかな。
Shadow one's winning this time.
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
The blackbird is in the cage at last. The satisfied fox spreads his fan. The white bird remains in a daze. All had been swept away as she slept. The fox mask is still leading everyone. The black sparrow is in a cage at last. The white bird was just swept away. Now Hinako outside caught up with the wedding monster, got killed by her. And now we're back here. Oh? Yeah, there's some voices of dissent. Don't believe the foxes. You're being manipulated. Come back to your senses. There's no coming back. Oh, my mom's journal updated at some point. I wonder when this happened. My mom smiled through tears of joy when Junko got married. Was she really so happy to be sending her daughter off to suffer the same fate as her? Did she raise her just to be beaten and abused by some man? What even is a bride price anyway? Why do they make a profit off of Junko getting married? Did they get more money because they taught her how to cook and sew? Well, I won't learn those things. You won't make a single yen off of me. I won't be like my mother. Not now. Not ever. In a way, it's really sad. Like, she just can't even imagine a different way of life. This is just, it just is for her. There's no alternative. But I don't know, man. Like, to subject your children to the same fate is kind of crazy too. Not even try to improve the situations.
今まで助けてくれてありがとう。
Okay. Everything up until this point, from the mural to here, has been the same. So the wedding monster killed Hinako, killed Hinako's parents, and now we have the outside Hinako in the dark shrine area. This should be different though. I didn't take any pills. Although I think just walking around, some of the dialogue, very little bits here and there were a bit different. I walked down the hallway as the Fox version, and I think one of them... Most of the people were happy about me, but one of them was disapproving. Just like how earlier the Fox Hinako was like, oh, well, do they disapprove of me? Little bits here and there. No.
ひなこ、私、清水ひなこは、私。いいえ、清水ひなこはもう存在しません。帰りなさい。ここはあなたがいてよい場所ではありません。
I don't need your permission.
このような日に、一体どこからこのようなつきものが。ひなこ、今払ってあげるから、少し待ちなさい。
Her hands. Oh, I'm frozen. Oh!
お前は一体。
Oh, and then it's over. The time stoppage. Who is doing that? Why does that just happen sometimes? Wreck their shit. Doll is still trying to help me this time? Well, she was always trying to help me. It's just that I never listened. But nothing about the pills this time. I didn't take any.
清水ひなこを取り戻す。
Do I still have to fight you? Myself? Oh!
私の全てを奪った。それは違うよ。咲子も リンコもシュウも奪い、お父さんもお母さんも。会えないわけじゃない。子供の頃のようにいつでも会えるわけじゃないだけ。黙れ化け物め、私を返せ、奪った全てを返せ。ごめんね私。でもあんたの気持ちは全て私が受け止めてあげるから。
I'm scared she might win. Oh, I forgot about that. Agura no Hotei-sama. Oh! Oh no!
ひなこ、この薬を飲みなさい。
Oh, we're gonna be Fox Hinako and we're gonna have to fight.
Kimi はあのようなものに疲れてけなげに耐えていたのか。俺、よくもひなこに。死ね！ひなこ、もう大丈夫だ。
Shoo! Yeah! Oh,
どけ！どうしてそいつをかばう！お前を誰より守ると誓う俺よりどうして信じられるんだ！
シュウと一緒に昔のままの姿でずっといたかった。でも私もシュウもいつまでも同じではいられないんだ。
それは分かってる。でもどうしてそいつなんだ？どうしてだ？
And not you?
シュウはいつまでも今のままでいようと言ってくれる。だけど琴雪さんは私と共に未来へ歩もうと言ってくれる。
She doesn't want things to be the same.
どちらにも希望を感じた。もし本当にこの身を二つに引き裂くことができたなら、私は今だってその半分をお前の相棒として残していきたい気持ちでいるんだ。シュウ。
Oh my god. How is he even here?
男としてこのままにはできない。
いえ、私に話させてください。
It would be nice if we could pick and choose like that, wouldn't it? We'll be friends forever with Shu. But that also means I'll just be at home with my parents forever.
Shu.
俺はダメな男だ。笑って祝福するつもりでいたんだ。でもできなかった。それどころか俺はお前に薬と偽って
それは
内なる自分と対話できる薬だが、体質によっては非常に危険な薬だ。
どうしてそんなものを私に？
結婚を断って欲しかった。一番思ってるのは誰か気づいて欲しかった。俺は何言ってんだ。相棒の大切な日を祝福できなくて何が相棒ってんだくそ。頼む、幻滅してくれ。
You want to be punished for your sins.
幻滅などするもんか。今度は私に相棒に幻滅させようとするのか。いい加減にしろ。よくも今日を私たちをめちゃくちゃにしてくれたな。
Oh, the sword. Oh.
Hinako, 俺なんかほっといて。逃げろ。
戦うぞ相棒。そのおかしな宇宙人野郎を私たちでぶっ飛ばそう。
Tsukumogami! I don't have time to think right now. I'm in pain and I can't think. Hold up.
Shu, しっかり。覚えてるか？小一の頃、掃除の時だ。
宇宙戦争ごっこに夢中で二人とも掃除なんかを忘れてたことは。
先生に見つかってまとめて怒られたな。
そうだった。懐かしい話だ。
レーザーガン覚えてるか？引き金を引くと音と光が出るやつだ。
覚えてる。露店で買ったやつだ。
私が借りてたのに壊しちゃった。でもお前は責めないでくれたな。本当にありがとう。
あの時の申し訳なさそうな顔を見たら誰が責められるかってんだ。
This monster that we're seeing right now. It's possessing Shu? flood me! What the frick? Oh! You've gotta go, buddy. Let Shu go! Ah, he does see me like a woman.
私は女はこうあるべきっていう決めつけが嫌いだっただけで、だからって女に生まれたことまでも憎んだことはなかった。
俺は勘違いしてる。お前を追い詰めていたのか。お前の気持ちは目を見りゃわかる。でも俺にはなぜ傷ついていたのかわからなかった。
違う、シュウは気づかせてくれたんだ。私はお前のおかげでやっと生まれ変わることができた。だから清水ひな子はいつまでもお前と共にある。
Wake up, Shu! Misunderstandings left and right. We just assume what we think other people want from us. Oh god, that bell. Die already! It's not great that he was basically drugging his best friend. But there are parts that are pitiable about everything about Shu. Ah.
琴雪さん、俺の相棒あんたにしばらく預けるぜ。
しばらくのつもりはないのだが、
俺のひな子を不幸にしたら100発殴ってやるからな。
ひな子は私のものだ。 もはや君のものではないね。
いや、俺の相棒なんだから俺のだ。
I'm neither of
貸
you.
してるだけだ。
人を物扱いするの。
Yes!
私と君は世界で最も彼女のことを理解し大切にしようと思っている二人だ。良い友人になると思うのだが。
Wow. Very interesting.
天気雨。
Oh my god.
狐の嫁入りだ。
Wasn't he supposed to have a scar? Okay, they made it seem like so feel good at the end, but I'm not that convinced because all those problems that we brought up the entire playthrough, they still exist, don't they? It's not like they just disappeared. And they made sure to remind you of it at the end too, because they made Hinako appear as the wedding monster again. I just can't. Get a different song though. Do you have any more post-wedding... post-wedding! Post-credit scene! Post-credit scene! Can I skip this? Look, it's still the monster version. She's married now.
そろそろ中に入ろう。肩を冷やす。
はい。
Just accepted it. Oh god, it's not even the monster.
やだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだ怖い怖い怖いやだ怖い怖い怖いやだ怖い怖い怖い怖い怖いお母さんになりたくないお母さんみたいになりたくない
See, it's not. It's oh my. Oh, Hinako. In a way, I feel like this one's even worse than the first one. Oh my god, this is awful. This is awful. Fox's wedding. Dolls are happiest when they are loved. Oh god. God. Wait, I have to get a little bit careful here. I don't want to overwrite my previous stuff. Oh my dear god. Well, that's pleasant. That's pleasant. Right, so the first ending, you could see it as Hinako... The outside Hinako overpowered the fox one. So on her wedding day, it became a tragic massacre. Because at the very last moment, she didn't want to get married, basically. But even this one, the Fox Hinako won, but it still ended up being like that. She lost her identity. Her face got cut off. she's just gonna have the same ending as her mother and sister. Right, so to get this ending, I think I can go back to before I purified the sword and then just go see the ending like that. I don't have to play the whole thing again, but then for this one I will have to play the whole thing again. And offer the brooch, huh? Can we quickly see the journal entries associated with all that first? Tsukumogami, a large monster that is like the statue of Inashira. It wields an array of terrible weapons with its multiple arms. Its body has been pieced together with heaps of junk and entwined with old tree branches and roots, giving it a sense of divinity, often found in old objects. Oh, the significance of it, like, shoo. I have to let this percolate a little bit in my brain. But I think Shu... Yeah, when they were talking during the fight. It's clear he likes her. I think that much is clear. And basically when she says, if I wish I had two of me, and then one can be with you and then one can be with him, it's basically saying, I wish I could pick the best parts of my current situation and keep it while moving on elsewhere and try to improve my situation in other aspects, right? But the fact is, whenever you make a change to your environment and everything around you, then you can't guarantee that things will stay the same. And they may change for the worse, they may change for the better. That's just something that'll happen. And this Hinako just went for the marriage. I guess on the bright side, if you want to call it that, doesn't seem like there's a massacre, no one died this time. Shoo. In the battle he was saying, I was seeing you in a way that you hated being seen. Which goes back to the whole, like, Hinako did want to be seen as a woman, though. There's actually quite a bit of nuance to everything here, like, I don't think it's super clear-cut. Oh, does Hinako not like Shu? Does she like Shu? Does she like Kotoyuki? Does she not like Kotoyuki? She's arranged marriage. I think that's part of what makes it interesting to think about, right? Like, if something is just unequivocally bad, such as being forced into a marriage, then, hey, everyone can agree on that. But if you're getting forced married to someone that you kind of like, then that kind of makes things more gray. Hey, check this out. The Diary of Revenge talked about how the people in Ebisugaoka used to believe in the water dragon faith, but they switched to the divine tree faith because a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 3 meters, visited and said, You, people who are afraid of the water dragon, don't be scared anymore. The great cedar tree is gonna defeat it. Devote yourselves to the tree, and it'll be done. And so everyone just switched to the divine tree faith. And then there is an incident later on. According to multiple eyewitness reports, the killer was a giant of a man over 2 meters tall who covered himself head to toe in tree bark and roots fashioned to be a kind of armor. On top of all that, he also wore a no mask. This description is not exactly like the one we had before, but it's pretty clearly the same monk thing, right? It's just that throughout the ages, it was like a game of telephone. Things started changing a little bit. But here he says, You guys are worshipping the foxes. They are false idols. Destroy them. Stop believing in them. If you don't believe in the tree, the water dragon stuff is gonna come back again. And then he killed everybody. Yeah, so this whole thing on the layer of the story about the gods fighting each other, at first I think we were led to believe a little bit more that, oh, this other god is helping me out and the fox gods are all bad. But it looks more like it's a fight between a displaced god, like a new god and an old god. The old god is mad that he's losing power and that the new god is gaining everyone's favor. The Tsukumogami was helping us the whole time when we were the outside Hinako in the first playthrough, and it just made it seem so good, but it's not necessarily. Was he possessing Hinako the whole time? She got exorcised. The outside one got exorcised by the fox Hinako. And then it went over to Shu or something. In this one, Fox Hinako is stronger, her belief seems stronger, but she also drank that Agura no Hotei-sama secret concoction thing. And we purified the sacred sword, which I think probably weakens Tsukumogami as well. Because Hinako was all like, oh, thank you for helping me, but I don't need it anymore. I need to review everything we've seen again. These notes, it's nice to read it all in a bunch, but when I was actually playing it, I was seeing them like once every 20 minutes or so, right? So I didn't really get a good chance to really think on them. But they're pretty relevant here, and I suspect we probably shouldn't think too hard about it for now too, because we'll see more new information in the next endings. Hold on, I'll be right back for that.